have in front of me an AKAI 39-inch smart TV. It's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. So you can see both the television and the actual the box that it comes in here. So some of the key things we're going to see on this is that the diagonal size of it obviously is 39-inch. It's HD ready, comes from AKAI. So we'll actually see the brand name here and the fact that based in Tokyo, Japan. So it's a high-end brand in terms of what we're dealing with here. The remote control, everything goes with it. We have two little, I'm just going to move this box out of the way. We have two, so it comes with built-in Wi-Fi, has Android inside it as well. In terms of the storage capacity, it has 1 gig of RAM and 4 gigs of storage. So that's reasonably decent on it. There's a little warning note that comes in. It's just about when you're picking this up, to pick it from the corners, don't grab onto the screen itself. Obviously LED, you just don't want to damage it when you're installing it. Generally you won't, but it's just best to be cautious. The remote controls are here, there's a user manual in it, and these are the two little feet that go in. If you wanted to bolt it in from the base and stand it up, almost nobody is bolting it and mounting it on a thing, as I knew when I bought some television tables some years ago. In fact, it took years to sell them, simply because everything's going on walls now. It's just a much more convenient, solid way of doing it, okay? So let's come along here and just see exactly what we have. So you can see the general size and specification of it here. And what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm just going to get up and I'm going to rotate this television around, okay? Now later in this video I want to talk a little bit about brackets and the options we have in terms of how to mount this, and just a few things you need to know on that. So if we just look at the side here, we'll see that we have a card slot here, which is generally never used, a HDMI input on it, and we actually have our terrestrial input here as well. And there's two USB ports here. So you can just see it there. The USB ports will be used for the media player, for recording, something like that, or potentially could be upgrading firmware on it, even firmware for the Android, I suppose, in theory. Although you're going to try to do most things over Wi-Fi, I presume, in terms of such upgrades. So if we look here then, we have a SCART output on it here. So we had a traditional older device that had a SCART input, we'll say a DVD player or a VCR, we could connect it this way. We have a VGA connection here if we're connecting in CCTV equipment, normally would use that. Also here we have an RJ45 connection, so we can actually, instead of using the Wi-Fi, we can wire it in directly to the router or a home plug. And then we have two additional HDMIs. So that's a total of 3 HDMI ports on it. And that's basically it. If we come along here and we just see the bolts that are on the back here. So this is the distance and spacing on these bolts is set by the VESA standard. So that will work with the TV brackets. We're going to recommend later with it. But basically that's an international standard in terms of distance in between the hole spacing. It's normally something like 200 by 400 for larger TVs like this. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this television back around here. And just for a moment, I'm going to lay it on its back here. And I got to say, well, if you should decide that anyway you want to mount this onto a wall, and you want to get a bracket that's going to work with it for sure, we have an option where you can actually buy a bracket and work with it later. Here's a tilt bracket. It'll just go directly onto the wall. You mount it, you bolt this on, screw it in, and it'll tilt forward by about 6 degrees or so. And what we're able to do then with it is we're able to, or it's a 10-degree tilt on it actually. What we're able to do then is you have it tight to the wall, but you can angle it down, you can have it straight out like that. So, and depending on the positioning of it, that can work quite well. If you need something that's more dynamic, you can come along and actually use, we've super value in these Stanley brackets. The Stanley are probably the best TV brackets that are on the market. And what these ones will do is this gives you, instead of just tilting, this will actually swivel. So it comes right off the wall and it's giving you almost a full 180-degree rotation in terms of the angle you can have on it. We've separate installation video on this. Now an interesting point on it is the TV market is massively competitive. Margins on TVs are the lowest of any product we're ever going to sell. Same for all the TV shops, things like that. Where people make their money in terms of this is on TV brackets. It's far more profitable. But if you price check us against any of our competitors here, you'll find it's not 10% cheaper, but normally 50 to 75% cheaper than any of the competitors for TV brackets. Because TV brackets are relatively inexpensive, and we're lucky that we've got some great brands here and tied in well with them. So that's it. Now the other thing to mention is it's a smart TV. It works well in terms of the interface, all the rest of it, but with all devices that use Android, all devices, whether it's set-top boxes, things like this, is what happens over a period of time is the Android version and the app will change. You upgrade your app. That works absolutely super, really smooth. But what will happen eventually is you might need to upgrade your Android version, which may or may not be an option down the line. And this is true across all brands. So just be aware of that. Often you reach a thing, and no part of the technology scene, and we're involved in all parts of CCTV and television and all the rest of it, nothing changes as fast as Android. So it's a real frustration right across the industry, simply it's changing so fast. But overall, we'll say this is a good television. The price point on it's good. AKAI themselves are a good brand. The remote works well. Easy thing, and the price point very attractive. So that's it anyway, an overview of the AKAI 39-inch smart TV, available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie.